Hi guys, I'm Andy McDermott with Ecore International. I'm here today at COPA Soccer Training Center in Walnut Creek, California. This is about 100,000 square feet of sports science, advanced technology for individual development of not just soccer players, but all athletes. I'm going to walk you around and show you some of the different Ecore products that we use for flooring solutions inside of COPA. And hopefully you'll learn something about Ecore products, but why it might make sense for your own project. Here we go. So here in the turf arena, a large field, about 2/3 the size of an outdoor soccer field. We went with A-Turf, our subsidiary. This is a SportTurf cushion, so it's a non-infill turf with an underlayment of our vulcanized composition rubber shock pad. So it doesn't have any infill or EPDM on the top, but it has a nice cushion, nice, safe, and playable ball roll because of the underlayment and because of the way the thatching is on the top. So this is A-Turf, great solution for a big field like this. So COPAFit Training Center is not just for athletes, but fitness members who work out on their own, selectorized machines, cardio equipment, group exercise. There are a bunch of lifting stations over here, so there's an interesting challenge for flooring. We went with Monster Roll over here on the strength and conditioning side, which is perfect, very top class for lifting, heavy strength and conditioning, inlaid lifting stations to differentiate where the Olympic bars would go. This is a vulcanized rubber wear layer in any color that you want, over 2 different layers of vulcanized composition rubber. One's a little bit denser for that kind of energy restitution for when you're doing quick lifting exercises, over a shock pad, so it still has some of that force reduction, so it's comfortable to lift on and comfortable to work out on, but also for owner operators and trainers to train on and operate on all day long. It's not going to beat you up as such an angry floor might, like a wood lifting platform. So this was a perfect solution, the Monster Roll all over the weight room. And we had to transition right into a dynamic flooring, which is speed and agility turf. So speed and agility turf is a very low pile without a foam underlayment. It's actually fused with our It's True technology right to a VCR vulcanized composition rubber underlayment that we were able to match up with the Monster Roll. So it's a very smooth, clean transition. We didn't have to use a reducer to go up or down. Because in today's world where people are doing functional training on the turf, going right into some kind of strength and conditioning movement, this was a great solution here in COPAFit. This is the Power Goal Room. It's an intelligent, smart goal for testing and training athletes in their shooting and finishing ability. We went with Turf X in most of the soccer training spaces. You see Turf X is also a non-infilled surface at COPA. They didn't want any of the little rubber granules or EPDM because it's an indoor facility and it's a non-cleat facility. We didn't want little athletes wearing cleats in our facility and running on different floors which aren't happy to have cleats on them. So everything is non-cleat. You can feel in the Turf X it has a thatching underneath the top pile which replaces that infill. But then all Turf X is also laid over a 10 or 12 millimeter vulcanized composition rubber shock pad. So instead of the force reduction being on top from the infill, it's actually underneath in the underlayment. Makes a really consistent ball roll. It's very low maintenance. You don't have to refill the infill or sweep the infill and put it back into places. It's also easily cleanable and very durable. So this is the COPA Cube. It is the signature device here at COPA Soccer Training Center so far. They're always adding new technology in sports science. There's 64 windows that light up, 4 ball launchers. You have to receive the ball and then pass it back through that window, whichever one lights up, as quickly and efficiently as possible. Again, in here we went with Turf X with a rubber underlayment, shock pad for comfort of the athletes, playability of the ball roll. You can see it features a logo made at the factory, and this was put together before they even shipped it here. So this has the ability, Turf X, to be in different colors, customized with logos, but again, it's a great surface without any infill, non-cleat facility here at COPA. Great for ball roll playability, easily clean, and very durable. So that's COPA Q with Turf X. So this is the Speed Lab, a unique challenge for flooring, because as you can see we have a 40-yard speed track here, and then the Speed Lab areas for multi-directional speed, agility, quickness, so we went with the Rally performance flooring in here, which was a great multi-purpose flooring, has great energy restitution to it, but enough force reduction for athletes who are trying to get their top speed on a track that their foot still bounces off of that surface. So Rally was a great solution for the speed. All right, so locker rooms. For safety, we went with a frictional floor in the main areas and changing areas, which transitions right into aqueous for the shower rooms right there. So safety conscious, also looks great, easy to clean, durable for locker rooms on the men's side and the women's side. Another intelligent flooring space with sensors underneath the flooring connected to a computer for testing and training athletes. We went with PlyoTurf in here. It's a great wear layer surface, comfortable for training on, good for ball roll, but it's fused to our rubber backing at the factory with our It's True technology. So it didn't have the felt underlayment pad like a Turf X or an A-Turf does. So it was very easy to insert these sensors underneath the flooring and also manipulate the sensors and fix things if anything were to break. So that's PlyoTurf here in the double speed court. So this is the Futsal Arena. It's actually the largest futsal arena in the Bay Area. Futsal is a smaller version of soccer, 5-on-5 with a smaller ball, a little bit heavier. So the ball is designed to stay on the floor. Really great for young soccer players. The challenge here was the playability of hardwood, but with a little bit more comfort, both for the athletes, safety for the athletes, but comfort for the trainers and the operators. So Bounce 2 was a perfect solution in here. It's a firm enough solution for ball bounce, but it's much more comfortable. It's fused in our factory again with that It's True technology. It's a vinyl wear layer. It looks like wood, performs like wood, but fused to that vulcanized composition rubber underlayment. It makes it much more comfortable. A lot of force reduction there compared to wood, but with enough energy restitution for ball bounce and playability. You can see there are sensors underneath the floor as well. So another challenge was matching the underlayment to be 7 millimeters thick to match with the 7 millimeters of the sensor. So we were able to do that in both rolls and the underlayment at the factory for installation of those sensors. When the U.S. soccer men's national futsal team was here for 3 days doing their preseason camp, they played futsal on here twice a day, every day. The athletes told me that they loved it. Compared to a wood or a sport court solution, they said that this playability was fantastic, but they were extra grateful for the comfort factor because they were doing conditioning sprints, playing twice a day. So it's a lot more forgiving on their joints and on their bodies. So that's Futsal Arena with Bounce 2. So it's a perfect field for multi-sport, yoga, group X, spinning, obviously. There's ball bounce, so it's a great solution for any kind of a multi-purpose exercise studio. So on the second floor in all the corridors, we're with Spectator LVT. Very durable, very cleanable surface. It also transitioned really well into all of our Turf X training spaces. So you can see with the fencing here, there's no transition or reducer needed, but it was a good solution for all of our corridors, which lead right into restrooms, training spaces, safe and easy to maintain. All right, you guys, thanks again for joining me on this virtual walkthrough of COPA Soccer Training Center. Hopefully someday you can come here to Walnut Creek and walk through with me. You can touch things, feel things for yourself. This was an interesting challenge, as you can tell. It's a huge facility filled with thousands of little kids running around, so priorities had to be safe, it had to be clean, it has to be durable. But there are also professional athletes here. World Cup athletes, college athletes, NFL athletes who train here as well. So not just clean, safe, durable, but it also had to be highly playable and high performance for training. We have 10 different Ecore products here. On the turf side, we have A-Turf, Turf X, PlyoTurf, and Speed and Agility Turf. In the vulcanized composition rubber in the training center, we have Monster Roll in strength and conditioning areas, and Rally in the speed lab, and the cardio loft, and on the speed track. In the bathrooms, we have frictional. In the showers, we have aqueous. In the corridors, we have Spectator LVT. And in the Futsal Arena and the pro shop and the parents waiting area, we have Bounce 2. So 10 different products to solve all these interesting challenges here at COPA Soccer Training Center. Again, this is a great partnership with COPA, and Ecore is happy to be a part of it. Again, I'm Andy McDermott with Ecore International. Thanks for joining me.